Hey, if you just want to see the clip, I get it. You can either view it by going to the timestamp in the video, or going to the Blue Sky, as I'll have a post there, or I'll probably upload it on its own as a YouTube clean version later. But I swear, there's an interesting story behind it, and I want to tell you, so bear with me. Okay? Cool. This is a VHS tape, an arcane technology from the 80s that let you play back videos from these little magnetic tapes that you have on here. And down the road, you could even record live broadcasts at home to watch again later at your convenience while you're at work or at the grocery store. I don't know, going to the park. And let me tell you, I was a recording machine back in the day. I had hours of shows, the commercials, even some of my earliest gameplay footage recorded to these tapes. Just look how many I have. This archive footage that I have. Hey, yeah, so there was supposed to be B-roll here of all the tapes that we had as a family. It easily went into triple digits, at least 1 to 200 tapes here of broadcast recordings, and that footage is just gone. I don't know what the hell happened to it. So have this drawer instead filled with VHS tapes that I stole from Google. Apparently it went along with a video. It's pretty neat. Where was I? Unfortunately, we had to get rid of many of my childhood tapes that were in my childhood home because we needed the room, and I mean, that's fair. They were just kind of rotting for the most part, and a lot of them were Simpsons reruns that we had on DVD, so it was kind of redundant. But on the other hand, a lot of very precious memories were saved to these tapes, and if I was smart, I would have used my crappy little Hauppauge DVR to digitize all of these videos ahead of time before they started to rot and start getting that really annoying generational loss. Actually, no, that's not what generational loss is, but you know, where things would start degrading, especially because I was kind of dumb and I would constantly use it at the EP speed. And that just, boy howdy. But many precious memories were saved to these tapes, and if I was smart, I would have digitized these ahead of time before they started to get some degradational loss of some kind. And I would have digitized them through a DVR, like my old crappy Hauppauge or Dazzle capture card, if you guys remember that from the Brawl Machinima days. I am not always smart. I lose my gloves in my pocket. This is unfortunately not a joke. In going through these tapes, as I tried to figure out which ones I was going to keep and which ones I was going to get rid of, I was transported back to a much simpler time, back when phones weren't these black mirrors and looked like actual phones. 90s Edge started to become 2000s Edge. Bumpers were things that I actually cared about and were visually interesting. Teletoon existed. Rest in peace. And then I came across a commercial that I thought was lost to time. A commercial that I think only me and 5 other people care about. Enter the movies. The game. Well, the movies, the game, based on making movies. God, this game was not made for the age of SEO. At least not for what I want to find things for it on. It was a game made by Lionhead Studios, which was part management sim, part preset animation for machinima. It's kind of similar to a 3D Movie Maker or Toon Twister, if you're familiar with those, though admittedly a little bit more limited. Its main selling point was while you were making these movies, you were also managing a film studio, where you could basically control the stars' lives, sort of, kind of. They're kind of temperamental, but it made for a really good promotional stunt. This game, along with Being Ian, that one Simpsons episode, The Dog with the Shifty Eyes, and Mel Gibson, I think, and the Revenge of the Sith documentaries, is all what cultivated and formed the man before you, talking to you about video games, retro stuff, and all my ongoing tech issues. But the one core memory about the movie's the game, beside the fact that it hardly worked on my Acer machine running Windows XP at the time, the textures could barely load some of the time as well, and it risked crashing like every 30 minutes when I wanted to do something, was the TV spot for the game. The very thing that would sell me on the game and start me down this path. A very enthusiastic man told you that you called the shots and that you could control the lives of the stars under your movie studio to do something as silly as wear a rabbit suit. And to me, it was a very good and memorable commercial. But I could not find this anywhere online. I don't know how much of this had to do with search optimization, because the movies is kind of a broad name to name something, or how much of that was because only me and like 5 other people remembered that this thing even exists. So, years later, I'm looking through all these videotapes, and sure enough, one of them, at the very beginning of the tape, had that exact commercial that I was looking for. I almost couldn't believe it.
This actress got plastic surgery. This western's being filmed in space. The beach was moved to the middle of the city. And this major movie star is wearing a bunny suit. Why? Because you said so. Play the movies and be the ultimate Hollywood player. You run the studio. You make the movies. You start careers or bring them to tears. Be Hollywood's head honcho. The Movies, rated T for teen.
And that's exactly how I remember it too. Though, it probably looks a little rough in the footage. Using a composite signal and about 2 decades of degradation will do that. Oh god, it's been 2 decades since the movies came out. That being said, if anyone has a higher quality version of that footage, ping me on YouTube at Blue Sky, please. I can't be the only one with footage of this.
Yeah, so, funny story about that. This video has been on the internet for at least 3 years. And only like 1,000 people have watched it. And then, no joke, in the middle of me making this video, another person uploaded it. And this one's in widescreen. I didn't think that was possible. I mean, still feel free to, like, ping me or whatever if you have higher quality footage, but also, I'm just gonna link these in the card. And probably the pinned comment too. I'm just flabbergasted. The fact that no one uploaded this commercial until 2022 means, in fact, that literally me and 2 other people remembered this commercial. And the main points that I tried to make in this video still stand. I just think it's hilarious.
Now might be a good time to remind all of you that if you have older media that is risked of getting degraded to oblivion or even bit rot, might be a good time to start going through them now. You might be unaware of what memories are held within those tapes or any other old media that could just die one day. If you don't have methods of digitizing yourself, might be worth asking a friend or even your local library. Some of them still offer digitizing services, and that's pretty base. Now, if you don't mind, I have about 30 tapes to go through of varying levels of degradation and quality. So, you know, be on the lookout for that video sometime in the future. Probably a while away, because that's that's a lot to go through, and I only have so many days of not working. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video, whatever that one may be. Maybe I'll actually commit to one instead of trying to do 3 at once. What was I thinking? Hey, I know this was a shorter video. I'm trying to experiment with smaller scripted videos as I work on bigger projects that I keep unintentionally making, and it feels like they only get longer with each new idea that I have. I'm going a little insane. Really hoping that this year is going to be the start of me actually getting this channel off of the ground, which is really ironic reading this half a year into, well, the year. We'll see if I can post more stuff before the end of the year, guys. In the ever-growing list of videos that I want to make, let me know if me going through these old videotapes is something that you guys would be interested in. This is only what I could say from the massive storage that I had, and honestly, I was kind of impressed with how many were still working in condition, but, you know, there's still some good stuff in here. I think I could make a video out of this. If you like this video, one of the 2 end cards here will be magically recommending one that might actually be interesting to you. Or you can check out me nerding out about Rumbleverse in a massive overview that I did over a defunct game that I dearly miss and I will never let go. Shut up, Bunny. I'm not letting this go. It's also like my most popular video, and that meant a lot to me at the time because I put a lot of work into that.